Hey Saber fans, Tony here from Run Sabers, and today another install review for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, our website, RowanSabers.com, where you can find my finished products and sound fonts. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description below. So we have an LGT Graflex. This customer, I don't usually do these, and I'm not going to probably start doing them, but this customer here asked me politely to basically update and install his LGT Saber. The Saber he sent me, he didn't know what core it had, he thought it was Profi, so he sent it out to be an update, and then it turned out that it was an NSL Pixel, or SN Pixel, from LGT, and so he ended up doing a full install. So it'll have several fonts on here, it'll have a new installed chassis, and I'll show how to operate the chassis as well. So the way that this Saber is normally operated is you just have to undo this Graflex grip section, and then it exposes your chassis and stuff. Then you have this metal sleeve as well. And then you can expose and put in the battery. I've tried to replicate that here. I actually used a Vitirum chassis from the Saber Merchant that worked very well. It had the same dimensions. But for operation, you actually have to take or move the control box here to actually put in the battery. And so I'll demo that here. It's just one screw, but you can fully remove the chassis system as well, and I will show that. So you just unscrew the screw here, and then you can take out the plunger. Then you can move the control box out of the way, and you can put in the battery. Your hero will boot up. Now, if you wanted to take the full chassis out, there's another screw on the back side here that you want to do the same thing and just remove it. Wrong retention screw. And there's a hole inside the chassis that holds the retention screw in. And so you can take out the full chassis. So you have a stock Echo connector here. You've got a Profi board 2.2 running Profi OS 7.12. You've got one button, so this is featuring one button system from FET263. You have a removable battery system, which I just showed. You can positive and negative. And then you've got a Smuggler's Outpost 24mm speaker. So very loud for the size, very nice. Now the customer was not very clear on the sound fonts he wanted, and so basically he was like, I want an Anakin and Ahsoka, and you can basically figure out the rest. And on these type of sabers, I don't like doing that because these sabers are kind of all over the place, I'd say. They can be all over the place, and originally he was wanting the SN Pixel sound fonts to transfer over, and I wasn't sure if that was actually possible. But also I wasn't going to go through and transfer all of them so they were compatible with Profi. And so I asked him just to send me fonts, and he didn't. So basically what I did instead, I did include an Anakin and an Ahsoka Clone Wars sound font on there. But I also did tell Anakin's story through sound fonts. And so you'll see that when I go and demo the sound fonts shortly. So you want to screw this control box back in. Put this plunger in there. Slide the clamp card over the plunger, and then you can screw this metal piece on. Now I did include a plastic spacer in here to hopefully resonate the speaker a bit more inside this chassis, and so yeah, there you have it. So without further ado, let's put in a blade and show you off the sound fonts. Alright, so I'll be demoing with a 27-inch blade here in the studio. Now, the blade it will come with will be a 34-inch blade, or 32, I think it's 32. 32-inch blade. He asked that it be included with the full install. And so, yeah. So first up, we have the sound font BFOB. This is my Clone Wars interpretation / Battlefront Anakin. And so, yeah. So for operation, you just want to tap to turn on. This has a lighter Clone Wars styled blue. You got smooth swing. You got accents. Blasters, just tap. For force effects, you want to hold down for 2 seconds and let go.
If you think you can bully a Jedi, you're in for a surprise.
This has 46 quotes from Anakin.
Do not challenge me again. Don't let up, it's working. I was about to say that.
You've got a multi-blast begin and end sound.
Lay down your blasters or face the consequences.
Oh. And then
Lay down your blasters or face the consequences.
you're going to swing your saber for blasters. If you have it, tap once more. There we go. Clashes, pretty standard. Lock up, just hold and clash. Now color changing, you can tap 4 times, then rotate your saber, and then you can fine tune it by holding down and then letting go to confirm. This has the TCW track on there. Just double tap for tracks. You can also have gesture features, twist on and twist off. What else? You've got melt, drag, stab, multi-blast, battle mode, lightning block. Lightning block is double tap and hold. So yeah, next up. So if to go through the sound fonts, you just want to hold for 2 seconds and let go. If you want to go back to the previous font, you tilt the blade down and do the same thing. Hold the power button for 2 seconds and let go. This is the Tales of the Jedi bundle Ahsoka by Kyberphonic. He wanted a Clone Wars Ahsoka, and so yeah, green. This also have the Clone Wars theme on there, different clashes. Oh. It might be easier to clash towards the emitter because the profit board's probably sitting about here. And so yeah. Force effects. Oh, force effects. So yeah. Next up. This is now into episode 3. This is Chosen One by K. Sith. This is the hero version. Force effects. This has the battle over Coruscant as the track, I believe. Nope, Anakin vs. Obi-Wan. There you go. So yeah. Next up. This is the villain version of Chosen One by K. Sith. So it'll start off blue, and then when you do color changing, oh, you have to click 4 times. It'll go directly to red, and then you can do multi-blast and basically slaughter younglings.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
You have it, tap once more. You also have force effects.
Do what must be done, Lord Vader. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
This has the JFO-19 or as Anakin's Dark Deeds as the track. But yeah. Next up. This is R1 by Kyberphonic in the Father V2 sound font.
Its power to create problems has certainly been confirmed. A city destroyed, an Imperial facility openly attacked. I expect you not to rest until you can assure the Emperor that Galen Erso has not compromised this weapon in any way.
Yeah. This has the hallway scene in Rogue One as the track. Oh. And the track. Yeah. Next up.
What is it? Father's Lightsaber.
Now continuing with the story
The weapon
of the
Jedi
Graflex. This is New Hope Graflex by Kyberphonic. It's a nice light blue as well. Different quotes and stuff on here.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Next up.
No. I am your father.
This is ESB Graflex V2 by Kyberphonic. This is the Bespin version. So we got the special edition ignitions, you got the build-up, and then you've got the, I call it true blue. It's a blue style that I created basically from a screen grab to be the most accurate blue that I can to the films. And so, very nice. I'm not sure how well you can tell, but it's very nice. Different quotes on here as well.
Full of surprises.
So to get in the quote player, you want to tilt the blade down, hold the power button for 2 seconds, and let go. Much like how you would with the force effect. And then once you hear a quote play, then you can go through and play all the quotes.
I'll never join you! He told me enough! He told me you killed him. No. No. That's not true. That's impossible!
This has the Luke versus Vader track on there. There's also have a track player. Yeah.
I am a Jedi.
Next up,
Like my father before me.
this is Return V2 by Kyberphonic. Solid green saber. Different quotes on here as well.
You can either profit by this, or be destroyed. Both are hard-working, and will serve you well. It's your choice, but I warn you not to underestimate my power.
I must be allowed to speak. I'm taking Captain Solo and his friends.
Yeah. Next up. Oh, the previous font I probably should show.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
It has the Bard scene on there. So, very long, very nice, but yeah. Now, the rest of these fonts are just my basic install sound fonts. So it has Kyber's Workshop, and then Assassin by Grayscale Fonts, Exalted and Sith, and then the Party Blade. So I won't go through all those. It's about 8 or so fonts. I'll just skip straight to the Party Blade.
Prepare a boarding party.
So last but not least, you have your passive battery monitor, which fades from green to red, depending on the battery voltage, and of course the Party Blade. So that includes the install for the LGT Graflex, I'm calling it. I hope the customer enjoys it. Hope you enjoyed the review. Have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.